Welcome back, Riverside. I'm Ribamad.
And I'm Ruben Barahona. On this week's episode, we'll get another update on Riverside Athletics.
Next, we'll have a video on a possible cure for one of high school's most dangerous diseases, senioritis.
Then, we'll go to a segment produced by our ENN team for the Gwinnett County Sheriff's Office.
After that, we'll have a recap video of the band's trip to New Orleans this past weekend.
And lastly, we'll get to a highlight of one of ENN's favorite local restaurants, Long Street Cafe.
Catch all this and more on ENN. The Science National Honor Society has taken an initiative on the recycling program to be extended to the barracks, our student dorms. Recently, the Society and their president, Juan Pablo Nava, organized a Chick-fil-A fundraiser to all the students in order to raise money for this project. The project is a great way for cadets to recycle bottles, cans, and plastic, especially with the new vending machines that were just installed within each of the company areas. The Society raised over $300 and are soon looking to have new and improved recycling bins in each company area. Congratulations to the Science National Honor Society for a successful project, and we hope you continue to do great things for the world of science and this academy.
Approximately 2 weeks ago, Art Corps was faced with the annual President's Inspection. All the hard work, time, and effort were finally put to test. Each and every company performed to the best of their ability, but like in any competition, there can only be one winner. Congratulations to Alpha Company for coming in first place, Charlotte Company for coming in second place, and the Band Company for coming in third. Thank you to all the cadets and leaders that developed their time for this inspection. And thank you to all the inspectors for conducting a smooth and fair inspection.
Attention all cadets! This Wednesday officially marks the end of the third quarter. It is important you check in with all your teachers to ensure you have done everything possible to achieve the best possible grades you can get, especially for everyone trying to get on the President's Club. Don't wait until the last minute trying to get your work in. Plan ahead and get everything in before Wednesday. Remember, these grades count and they will be on your report card, so it's important you do the best you can. Also, students who are taking the SAT next week and on campus, make sure you see Mr. Benson for your admission ticket, or take some initiative and print it out yourself. Look over all the materials you need and make sure you're prepared on test day. From all of us on ENN, we wish you guys the best of luck.
On March 11th through the 14th, the ENN team will travel to the nation's capital to compete against more than 3,000 students at the Student Television Network. At the convention, our team will be asked to mimic real-life situations where we'll be given an assignment with a specific time period to have it complete. This gives us the opportunity to discover the true challenge of creative work under pressure. We look forward to the challenge and hope to make memorable experience for our first time at STN. Stay tuned for next episode for a recap of our trip.
High schoolers, the military ball is coming up fast, and that means you need to start finding yourself a date. The 2020 JROTC Military Ball will take place on March 21st. It is a mandatory event for all 9th through 12th graders, and it would be great if you were accompanied by a date. If for whatever reason you are not able to attend, you must notify Colonel Payne and complete a 10-page essay before the actual event. If you are bringing a date, you must inform your military instructor with your date's first and last name. And if you would like to order a corsage, you must also notify your military instructor for an order to be placed.
On March 20th, the day before the military ball, the Corps cadets will be participating in the second annual All-Service Day to build teamwork and morale through a series of field event competitions. The battalion staff has been working hard to provide you all with a day of full excitement through a series of events allowing you to show off your athletic skills. Teams will be divided into their platoon, competing in events like relay races, kickball, volleyball, and more. We'll find out which platoon comes out on top, but for now, stay tuned and make sure you bring your A game ready to go.
The library has recently received a book donation from one of our faculty members who is actually featured in the book. The title of the book is Voices of Our Republic, Exploring the Constitution. a book outlining the different views and voices a variety of people have on what the U.S. Constitution really means. Mr. Jobson, our English department chair here at Riverside, was asked by the book's organization, Free to Choose Media, to include his voice on the U.S. Constitution and our nation's republic. His voice, along with other Americans like professional musicians and everyday heroes, show us the importance of American government and how our Constitution can be applied to political discourse today. If you are interested, please see Ms. Janey for a copy in the library, and once again, congratulations, Mr. Jobson, for your generosity and commitment to the Riverside Military Academy mission.
What's going on, Riverside? My name is Cole Liffey, here for another episode of Riverside Athletics. This week you'll be hearing all about our baseball team playing a doubleheader this past weekend, our soccer team playing 2 non-region games, the lacrosse team having one of their best performances this season, our esports team being ranked #1 in the state, and a recap on our rifle team's trip to nationals. Catch all this and more on Riverside Athletics. Our baseball team traveled to White County High School this past weekend, where they played a doubleheader against them in Johnson High School. The Eagles beat Johnson 10-1 with Cadet Edgecombe pitching a complete game. The Eagles lost against White County, but had a great performances from Cadets Dieter, Barahona, and West. Good luck to the baseball team as they start region play this upcoming week. Our soccer team traveled to Cedar Shoals and Appalachia last week for 2 non-region games. On Friday, we hosted Cedar Shoals and suffered a loss of 4-1 after a hard-fought battle. On Tuesday, we traveled to play against the Appalachia Wildcats, and after a tough game, Appalachia came out on top with a score of 5-0. We hope that the soccer team has a great rest of their season. RMA history was recently made when our very own rifle team traveled to the All-Army National Competition for the first time in Riverside history. The team finished 5th out of 45 teams in their area and 12th out of 121 teams nationwide. Competing for the RMA team were cadets Baratich, Brady, Smith, Binder, and Hasselbrack, who all placed under 32nd out of 221 shooters nationwide. Great work, guys, and congrats on an amazing season. Our lacrosse team faced off against Gainesville High School in the 26th, coming out on top of the score of 8-5. Led by Cadet Banks, who notched 3 goals and 2 assists. Another key to Riverside's great win was Cadet Hester's 2 goals and 1 assist. Great win, guys. Our esports team is currently #1 in the state with a record of 2 wins and 0 losses. Cadet Vo and Jan helped lead Riverside's Alpha team to 1st overall in the Week 1 rankings. Riverside's Bravo team also secured a great comeback victory against Colquitt County High School, ultimately helping them place 11th overall in the Week 1 rankings. We look forward to what the esports team can accomplish throughout the rest of their season. Thank you for tuning in into this week's episode. I'm Cole Liffey, and you're watching Riverside Athletics.
Senioritis is an epidemic that is affecting young teens all across the world. Researchers, however, say they may have found a cure. Let's check it out.
Sir, we're about to wake up the company, and the senior company commander is still not up, sir.
Son, that's nothing new. He's a senior. Somebody's got to do something about it.
That's it, sir. I'm gonna go knock on his door. Sir, we're about to wake up the company. You're still not up.
Dude, I'm a senior, bro.
Corporation, got to pay capital gains tax, but you have limited liability, so they can't take your house, they can't take your car if you're the owner. They can't go. Rip Van Winkle, what are you doing? What are you doing, man? You want to pass, right? You want to graduate, right? Is that correct? Well, then you can't do it sleeping.
Dude, I'm a senior, bro.
Senioritis is an epidemic that is affecting young teens all across the world. Common symptoms include failing your classes, always sleeping, never on time, and severe cases of staring out the window. However, thanks to the Center of Senioritis Control, there may be a cure for our seniors. Experts from the battalion staff Senioritis Research have created Senioritis, a drink that cures senioritis. Senioritis works by directly attacking the neurons in your brain that cause senioritis. Side effects of Senioritis may include perfect uniform, 4.0 GPA, always on time, shine shoes, passing your classes, and lastly, stellar cadet.
Thanks to Senioritis, I'm an early bird this morning, and I feel better than ever. Morning, Sergeant Garcia. Morning, Matt Sergeant. Hey, let's do this thing together.
Advantage of limited liability, but you have to pay the capital gains tax. Andrew,
Same.
I think you're gonna make it.
If you or a loved one has been diagnosed with senioritis, ask the infirmary if Senioritis is right for you.
Hopefully Senior Aid will be around by the time I'm a senior, just in case I might need it. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
You've probably heard about the coronavirus, which has spread from Asia to parts of Europe, the Middle East, and now the United States. It's similar to the flu, but unlike the flu, there is no vaccine to prevent it. As young, healthy males, we are not at high risk, but the best way to prevent this illness is to avoid being exposed to this virus. Prevention is the best medicine. Wash your hands thoroughly and often. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth, and practice good coughing and sneezing protocols, such as coughing onto your sleeve. There are no reported cases in Gainesville, Georgia, or at RMA, but be vigilant. If you run a fever, have a cough, or shortness of breath, visit the infirmary as soon as possible. Wow, is the commercial done already? Guess it is, thanks to my new Riverside watch, which you can get at your local cadet store today. Recently, our ENN team was hired to produce 2 recruiting videos for the Gwinnett County Sheriff's Office. This is part of a new effort for ENN to have more community involvement by producing work for local businesses and organizations. Let's check out the Gwinnett County Sheriff's Office deputy recruiting video.
Law enforcement wasn't exactly a career that was glorified in the community.
I wanted to help people that couldn't help themselves.
So that really influenced me into choosing this career path.
I couldn't ask for a better place to be.
I mean, I'll do it all over again.
There's not a day that I'm on the road that someone doesn't come up to me and thanks me for my services or just lets me know how great of a job we're doing.
I've applied with several departments, but Gwinnett County was the fastest and most organized place that I was very satisfied with.
Everyone here works together to solve issues, and I feel like that's what makes it special.
I became a sheriff's deputy to be that example for other little girls.
I just felt like it would be cool to be able to support my community and represent them.
We respond to one another well, and I really love it. This is a place you want to be.
And I don't regret that decision whatsoever. It's been great since I've been here.
It's just an experience I can't explain. You just have to be there to experience it.
Right there is why I'm here, to help out others.
I could have chosen a lot of different career paths. It didn't feel like it would give me satisfaction at the end.
You know, being able to ensure that that individual don't come back in or don't cycle back into this facility is truly what it's about.
Thank you to all the officers from the Gwinnett County Sheriff's Office for everything you do for the community. This past week, the band got a chance to go to New Orleans and play at the Mardi Gras parade, a parade that is celebrated nationwide and recognized across the entire world. Let's take a look at the recap of their trip.
Thanks for that beautiful recap video, Ben. Eating at a local restaurant might just beat your typical trip to a fast food chain. A prime example of a tasty local business, one of ENN's favorites, is Long Street Cafe. Long Street Cafe has been around since 1997 and is open from Monday through Saturday from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. and 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. Let's head over to Cadet Dewey for an inside look on Long Street's food and business.
Long Street was founded March 17, 1997.
Tim's a Christian man. He runs his business as a Christian man would run his business, and I admire that, I respect that, and that's probably one of the main reasons why we frequent here every Wednesday night.
What's your favorite food here at Long Street?
Biscuit.
Biscuits?
Biscuit.
Friendly, welcome, you know, everybody just loves to come to Long Street.
It's family. They have big tables, and we meet once a week. And it's the only time my entire family gets together with all the grandkids and everybody. This is our family time.
It just makes you feel like you're right at home. Like, you come in here, I feel like I'm eating dinner at the dinner table at home.
Welcoming, you know, you walk in here and everyone's very kind, sweet. It's so easy to come in here and just make friends.
It's just a warm, friendly restaurant to come into. It's a great family environment.
It's family oriented, it's Christian. You hear Christian music, you don't see no fussing, cussing, and people grumbling. It's like a small family.
Thanks for the inside look on the great Long Street Cafe. And now, here's Mr. Benson with a few quick college tips.
I would say the next two things that you really want to pay attention to when you're getting ready for your college applications are your academic resume and your community service projects. The academic resume is similar to what you would consider like business resume. It's going to, however, have a few different points to it. Number one, it's going to have your GPA on there, should have your weighted and unweighted GPA. Should also have your class rank. Now you can get that information from your counselors or you can email me directly and I'll give it to you. Within that academic resume, a big part of it is community service. Many schools today will look at the resume and highlight those extracurricular / community service projects. This summer is a great opportunity to get involved and get started. But I can't stress enough, community services really become a big part of the college application process. It's also in some cases become a big part of graduation. In summation, I would say academic resume, community service projects this summer, those are your next 2 points you need to focus on.
Well, Riverside, thanks for tuning in on episode 3 of season 5. I'm Marib Ahmad.
And I'm Ruben Barahona.
And we'll see you next time on ENN.